We need to jalan-jalan. Okay, so I need this one. I need a raincoat because it's already rain, but I still need a raincoat. And this one here, this must be wear must. Going to jalan-jalan. He said it's a surprise for my birthday. Too early. Hey, how are you? You shopping, huh?
Yeah.
You shopping?
I took that car there, and while I'm going inside, I saw this car sitting there. Oh, they have the paper. Take the paper out.
The government is allowing UN
Yes.
for their stations in Bhutan and other places. We don't have
This is huge. No, I don't need water.
with COVID.
Yeah, and the good thing that all these things they going downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't lose them. It is
Conditions inside Syria are
leather.
bad before the borders
I don't know if it's real leather
now
or.
they're getting worse. The Syrian economy is in free fall. New U.S. sanctions.
So the
have
mileage
come into
wise,
effect,
it's just like
and
the
then
other one, but
the
this is
pandemic.
what, 6 years old.
Yeah.
Sherwan Berry is a
The same, right?
Kurdish
The same.
resident in northeast Syria.
That is also 2014. Right?
Yeah. But this one have a look at this one.
Berry says
You can see the when you're turning right. You see
Welcome.
everything.
price dropped to half. Now he's worried about
Congratulations!
coronavirus outbreak
Yeah.
in this place.
Another bill.
So far, he can't look
Well, I was going to pay
reported, and he said
$8,000,
unprepared.
$9,000 still till I finish. This one will be 12,000, but 300 instead of 350 once.
So this is the challenge that we are facing.
Meanwhile, this week, the European Union hosted an aid conference to raise money to help with the Syrian refugee crisis.
It's very cold. It's
Officials
making
from 60 countries and various NGOs came together
Making too
over
much
a
cold.
somewhat patchy.
Turn over.
I think we can see you now.
Thank you very much, Aslan.
This is my car for work.
In the end, they pledged about $8 billion in humanitarian help. That's roughly $2 billion short of what they pledged. The
You
UN
see it around?
resolution that led to the
Oh, yeah.
freezing of Saudi
If
Arabia
I put
will
it on
expire next
reverse.
week. Sherwan Berry, the doctor in northeastern Syria, says he's hoping the Security Council will still be open before
reverse
then.
camera.
Now,
I don't know if it have a forward camera or not. And then it have this DVD.
When the United Nations was founded 75
DVD
years ago, the goal
was-
of peace and unity must have seemed really ambitious. The UN was
I don't know,
created
this
after World War II.
Camuseto.
I suppose we can celebrate that we haven't had a
You have
World
to
War
buy.
III yet.
I don't see
But the
another
critics
one.
who focus on the failures of the UN have
There is.
become too bloated and bureaucratic. Those voices have only gotten louder. UN Secretary General Antonio
be
Guterres
the
argues
RD.
a stabilizing international body
Temperature.
is more
Look at the
important
temperature
now
inside.
than ever.
Now it's much more messy. We are moving into a more multipolar world. It's a chaotic world. And then predictability became the name of the
Also
game.
That was Guterres in this week's podcast with The Economist Asks. Also it's by The Economist magazine.
What you call
Anna
this?
McElroy is the host and joins us from
Monologue?
London. So Guterres is the top diplomat in the world. He's been in this position since
Monologue.
2017.
Oh, I
How
don't
does
think that's
he
what they
attempt
call
to
it.
win over critics?
He attempts to win over critics
Yeah.
by defending multilateralism. He is one of those figures on the international stage.
So tomorrow I'm going to take it to for inspection.
Isn't multilateralism is a very bad thing indeed.
Everything is
He
okay.
acknowledges that
Deal will be
trust is
okay.
lacking, trust in the international system between
Lost
the
my car
United
there. I
States
took
and the
everything.
Security Council. And
Is it
that
raining now?
trust of a lot of countries
No.
whether the UN
Stop.
does any good or not.
I'll go and see
We
the
want to listen to the people because we recognize that there is today.
Once
a
you go
fundamental
outside,
lack of trust
you
between
just
people and
put
and
your
if
hand
you
as
want
if
to
you're
move
going to
forward, we
open.
need to rebuild that trust. And we can only rebuild that trust if you are humble and if
Give
you
me 1
listen.
second.
It's really hard to see how
Your
trust is
time.
being kind of built right now because we've got cascading crises, right? A pandemic, the resulting
have
economic
this,
downturn, a sharper awareness than ever of
the
social and
windows,
racial inequalities
the
that
middle,
don't seem to disappear.
they go
Not to
down,
mention
up.
tensions rising between the U.S. and China,
They have
U.S. and
shade.
Russia. And the UN is in the middle of all of this, whether it's the Security Council or the WHO. What does Guterres see the UN's role being right now, and how assertive Does he feel the UN needs to be?
Well, I asked him two things on that score. One is I think the Security Council has become dysfunctional. The really big meetings of the major players in the world. He said that he was effectively keeping.
Tour from the nuke. What Allah? Wow, this is huge. Wonderful. Have compartment in here. Charger. Wonderful. Huge. Close.
Put your hand.
Like sensor.
The black something there.
Just press.
What color is it? White, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
Wait to dirty. AC to dirty. This is what it is.
Huh?
This is what it is. Look like somebody crazy here.
All over to bring down the temperature. That can have a great frustration to him. More broadly, I think he wants to see the balance in the international system. He wants to see America re-engage. He did say that he wasn't giving up. He didn't declare his gun by
So it's going up.
And he did say this is a long war. We're not
Right hand side.
After all, we've been here 25 years.
I'm Miguel,
Go up.
host of the podcast, The Indiana Sounds. Thanks for being with us again.
Thanks very much, Michael.
This is good for living here.
Hmm?
Mobile home.
Oh yeah, it's better for mobile. Yep.
You're listening to the world.
Yeah.
Since 1970, MPB has been there for Mississippi. And as we look back on 50 years of service, your support is the reason we're still here. Now in a time when reliable news and information is more valuable
The open
than
just
ever,
like that.
show your support
The
and just
open like
continue
that.
this work. Visit mpbonline.org today and give. So for the next 50 years, we can keep Mississippi as our mission.
Hey, it's David Green, host of Morning Edition, here to wish Mississippi Public Broadcasting a happy 50th anniversary.
Why is this open?
This maybe you press it.
I can't wait to hear about the Lady Auto Mechanics race car rebuild on AutoCorrect. Now, I'm not going to rebuild an engine anytime soon, but I love hearing new and interesting information. Plus, Allison will answer repair questions too. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. on AutoCorrect on MPB Think Radio.
This you just push it on.
I think this a portion.
This is MPB Think Radio. Mississippi is our mission. I'm Marco Werman. This is The World. Last night, thousands of residents gathered on the Charles Bridge in Prague, in the Czech Republic, to eat together and bid farewell to the coronavirus.
Radio now. Call 844-711-8800 or go to SiriusXM.com.
How would you like to get the best of SiriusXM's music, news, sports, and talk? Now's the time. Call now and get 12 months of our select package for just $5 a month, plus fees and taxes. That's right. Over 140 channels for an entire year for only $5 a month. Just call 844-711-8800 for complete offer details on this exciting offer. There's never been a better time than right now to subscribe to SiriusXM. Call 844-711-8800 to sign up. That's 844-711-8800. Offer valid on new subscriptions only.
Hello, fellow Americans and summer revelers. Bruce Springsteen, From My Home to Yours, Volume 7, 4th of July, Asbury Park, on E Street Radio. I will be spinning the discs with Southside Johnny.
Yeah, baby.
And Little Steven Van Zandt.
How we doing?
Hear the full episode all week on E Street Radio Channel 20 or right now on demand with the SiriusXM app. Search Bruce Springsteen.
La la la
Get the SiriusXM app and listen on your phone when you get out of the car.
only if
Anywhere
it's
you take your phone,
parking
you can take
and
Howard
backup,
Stern,
right?
NFL Radio, and commercial-free music channels from nearly every
you are
genre.
turning
You'll
right,
never
I
have
see.
to miss your
Yeah.
favorite SiriusXM programs or commercial-free
manual over.
music. Find the SiriusXM app in the App Store or call 844-7